Hey guys, what's going on? Today I am going to be doing a little project work on my boat. I have discovered that my onboard charger, one of the cables has gone bad. So I'm only able to charge 3 of my 4 batteries without moving the cables around. So I decided to unfortunately replace the whole onboard charger, and I'm going to just be giving a little video demonstration of how I go about it. First of all, I just want to say, I originally bought the 460. I am going back with the Minnkota MK 44 PCL. I originally had bought the 460 PCL, but it's a little bit bigger. So basically the 440 is 4 charging cords, 10 amps a piece. And so the other one, 460, was for 15 amps a piece. And so that's how you get the number. So, this charger is the exact one that I have in my boat, so it should be a straight change. I'm just going to take the old out, put the new back in. The only reason I was not able to use the 460 was I was going to have to move all of my batteries and my power pole pumps around to make it fit. It's a very tight game of Tetris down here, and you'll see in a little bit exactly what I'm talking about. Very important. If yours goes out and if you don't have space to upgrade, pay attention to which one you have. It'll save you the headache of having to return everything and go that route like I had to. So let's get into it. Okay, so here's the brand new onboard charger, straight out of the box. Pretty basic, pretty simple, packaged nicely. The side that you get to plug your boat into, and all of the sets with inline fuses. All you gotta do is install it and put it on the battery. Also noted that it does come with 30 amp fuses installed, so you don't even have to worry about that part. Very nice. So here's my little game of Tetris. You can see my old onboard charger, which unfortunately 3 of the 4 are still working. So I'll see what I'm gonna do about that. But as for everything else, it has to come out of there so I can charge all 4 of my batteries, unfortunately. So I'm gonna start working on disconnecting each one of the cables from the batteries, and I will go from there. And then I just gotta get a Phillips screwdriver in some tight little places and get this thing ripped out of here. Also, have to note that I have to get the charging port, you know, that is right here. I gotta get that out of there as well. Okay, so a couple tools that might help you in this job. You're definitely gonna want a headlamp for just being able to see really good, have the whole area illuminated. Phillips screwdriver in my case, because there's Phillips screws that's got the onboard charger that's currently down there in the boat. And I'm also gonna use a wrench. Forgot my 9/16, but if I had a 9/16 wrench, that's what I would ideally use on my nuts to get the nuts off the termination post. And again, I don't know if I said it, but at the very end, to make everything neat and nice again, I got some zip ties that I'll be able to utilize and kind of get a nice, cleaner looking rear end setup here.
Side cutters or needle nose pliers to cut your zip ties also if you like to cut your tie ends.
So let's get to wrecking. All right, after you get all of your charging cables disconnected from your batteries, I'm gonna go ahead and shut my lid. And there is 3 screws in this back plug that have to come out so we can get this plug out. Okay. Now this, just wiggle right out. On this boat in particular, this plug stays with the boat. So I'm going to undo the screws that are holding the wire and pull that out of there, and then I should be able to pull the wire through from the other side. And that's how you remove the power plug. Now I'm carefully gonna go back underneath and pull that cord out of there. It should pull right out, just like that. And that's what you're left with. And that is the charging end of your charger. So now I just have to get the 4 corner screws out, and this thing will lift right out of here. So I can get to the far back one if I remove the side box. I'm gonna see if I can get to this one. Kinda don't think so, but you never know. Hot diggity dog, I got it. Okay, now I'm gonna move this other box real fast, and I'll be able to get to my other one. I'm impressed. I'm so glad I brought my drill. This bad man pajama should come right on out. I say things. Oh, she was just in there a little bit, that's all. We gotta give everything a little cleaning. She's overdue. Okay, and I have removed the old charger. I'm gonna put it to the side for now, and I'm gonna get the new one placed down in there the way I like it. And then I will start by getting it screwed down to the boat. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing down there. Oh, money. Alright, after you get your bank completely screwed down, it's good and solid, it's time to start running cords. So I ran the power cord up to where it goes, and we'll kind of go into that in a second. But now I have to just run my cables to each battery, so it's going to be as easy as just putting positive to positive, negative to negative, tighten everything up. Important note, right now is a perfect time to clean any corrosion, anything that is keeping you from getting a good connection on your batteries. Now is a perfect time to wire brush, do any kind of cleaning up on your terminator posts to get a good connection. So if you need to do so, this is a perfect time to do it. Otherwise, you're going to go ahead and start connecting all of your charging cables. All right, for the final part, obviously it's the charging cord. Okay, so now this changed a little bit from my original, and I could put it back the way that it was, and actually the way I kind of think I'm going to like it more, but that would void my warranty. So let me explain. So this is how it comes. It comes with this piece and a little mounting kit, little plastic piece that plugs into. However, with how my nitro is, there's already like a recessed perfect spot for the plug, and honestly this is the little piece that was in there. So I unscrewed it where I disconnected the wires earlier. All I would have to do is literally cut the tip of this cord off, strip it back, and put those wires in the correct spots in this, and I'd have a stable, secure, steady prong again. And I'm not ruling that out. However, the reason I'm not choosing to do it right now is if I cut this off right now, it's going to void the warranty of this product. So I need to look exactly how long the warranty is. I want to say it's 4 years. So I think I'm going to hang on to this, and if I just end up hating the loose cord, it tucks away in there. If you pull at it hard enough, it will go through and go down, which would be kind of a mega pain in the butt, but it's not that hard. You just pinch your finger in here, pull out the cord, and you plug it in. And obviously you just plug it in an extension cord. Your cord's not that long to go into a wall. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Eventually, I'm definitely going to be putting this back in. It's cleaner, it's nicer, but I do not want to void my warranty by cutting off my extension cord head. So I'm going to roll with this for now, see how it goes, see if I can get used to it. And that's kind of where I'm at with the charging plug. Okay, well, that is going to wrap up the end of the installation. The only thing I have left to do is to cut my zip tie tails. I did fail to mention that a pair of side cutters, Kleins, some kind of cutting pliers to cut off the tails and give you the clean look. And then this is going to be done. But I got all of my termination posts tightened. Each battery's got its own charger again. I got my main charging cord back up and restored how it was. So all I gotta do is plug this thing in and let the battery start charging, and we'll see how this goes. So I'm gonna go plug the boat in and we'll get a check. And there you have it. The lights are on and the batteries are coming up to charge. They haven't been charged since my last lake trip in June. They might take a couple minutes to come up here, but they're already coming up pretty good. Good to see that it's working and everything was a success. So I've got a little cleanup to do here, and that's gonna wrap up this little video. And that's really the gist of it. It's not a hard task to do. You just gotta be able to be willing and ready to get a little dirty and get a little hands-on, but it's as simple as a couple of screws and loosening and tightening a couple of posts on your batteries. If you want to make it clean and neat, a couple of zip ties and make things look a little nicer. So I'm going to put all my bins back, let the boat charge, and I'll be ready to get out on the lake very soon. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's helped you. If you've had any questions on how to install your own onboard charger. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.